what it was. Y'all know who it is. And you tuned in with Priceless Knowledge Yourself. And I figured I'd bring y'all one last dose of this cosmic insight this evening. And say, man, it's still hump day. And so it's about time we bring it home. So what I mean by that is this right here. It's going to be a little something about those people that have Venus and Libra in their natal chart. And before I go there, say, man, you already know what's coming first, man. I'm going to bring you a little bit about Venus in astrology and also give a quick breakdown about the sign of Libra in astrology. So with that being said, let's get it cracking, y'all. What is Venus? Venus is the second planet from the sun. It's never more than 47 degrees away from the sun. It's feminine energetically, and it rules the signs of Taurus and Libra, as well as the second and the seventh houses of the zodiac chart, y'all. And Venus is all about pleasure, especially pleasure shared with somebody else in particular. This planet concerns itself with love, money, harmony, romance, marriages, business partnerships, friendships, and beauty. Venus is about spreading happiness and tenderness, and at the same time teaching us to love and appreciate all the shit that we possess. It's about the arts and each one of our individual sense of the aesthetic and what we all find beautiful, individually. Venus really wants us to indulge our senses and revel in the beauty of the universe. It's inextricably linked to culture, charm, grace, and refinement. And I like to say that wherever it shows up, it's going to bring a touch of class. And this planet also kind of deals with the pleasures that we derive from our possessions. And luxuries of any kind are pleasing to Venus. And its energy really wants us to appreciate the exquisite nature of things. Yeah. And as I always close y'all with, when we fucking with Venus, it's an extremely sensual, not necessarily sexual, but an extremely sensual world. And so, what is the sign of Libra? Venus is on. Libra is the seventh sign of the zodiac. It rules the seventh house of the zodiac. Its symbol is the scales. It's ruled by Venus, and it rules over the lower back and the kidneys. Its mantra is I relate. And this is cardinal air, y'all. And being the seventh sign of the zodiac, it's at this point where things kind of shift, because the first 6 signs of the wheel, they focus on the individual self. And these last 6, they put more focus on the individual's interaction with others and the world in general. So the Libra signs first and foremost focus is on others and how we relate to them. And it's the sign of partnership, because Libra does not like to be alone, man. And it's kind of good like that, because with Libra, everything's done better in a pair. And it really wants to seek balance wherever it is. And it's all about harmony, fair play, and Libra energy is a real team player. But its main concern really is combining with that one energy that really levels or evens it out. Being ruled by Venus, Libra is about beauty, aesthetics, and money too. And I think that, the worst thing you got to deal with Libra energy is indecisiveness, but it's really objectiveness. And Libra is kind of like Venus. Wherever it shows up, it brings a touch of class. And it's all about relationships and balance. It's the only inanimate object in the whole zodiac. And so what happens when you're born with Venus and Libra in your natal chart? The picture I get of these particular individuals is that of a truly hopeless romantic who thrives best when they're in a committed and loving partnership. Not only are these some of the most absolutely beautiful people on this earth, they also are some of the easiest motherfuckers to get along with. And, they're always know how to just say the right shit to get that smile pumping, man. And they have excellent manners. They have a refined taste in the way they carry themselves. And, they really show unbalanced consideration to all people, which makes people fuck with them on a lot of levels. They're charming, graceful ass motherfuckers that have a silky mouthpiece and, probably stay fly too. I could say that. And, they usually have a particular distaste for obscenity and rudeness. So you might want to keep that in mind if you're fooling with them. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna like, brash behavior or you acting a fool in public, especially. They believe in carrying yourself with a certain amount of class. And me personally, being a Libra rising, I respect that. I respect it. I will say that Venus and Libra people are usually going to avoid conflict and confrontation to a fault so much that they kind of have a tendency to, I say people pleasing. I didn't want to say it, but fuck it. Because I ain't no fucking Venus and Libra. Towards people pleasing. And they can kind of come across superficially, especially when they're going out of their way to avoid conflict by saying just the right shit. People really can see through that shit sometimes. On another note, these are natural artists who crave to create beautiful things, and they do. And they're typically always maneuver with style and grace. When I talk about that, I'm talking about Pablo Picasso, Princess Grace of Monaco or Grace Kelly, Richard Gere, Hugh Grant, Sean Connery, Elvis Costello. These are all Venus and Libras, man. This is a posh, sexy placement of Venus. And I feel like that, more than any other placement, these people are made to be loved and appreciated. Venus is at home and empowered in Libra. And that accentuates all the exquisiteness of Aphrodite, if you know what I mean. Yeah. They're probably extremely affectionate and indulgent with intimacy. And, being able to feel that love, intimacy, I say, is going to be paramount in their relationships for them to ever authentically feel anything beyond surface level. Because sometimes Libra energy is hard to get past surface level. And this is a double dose of that. So it's really about the intimacy that they're going to need beyond just talking. But intellectual intimacy, that's even better because this is cardinal air. And you can't forget that either. Pardon me. They're extremely relationship oriented, and a lot of them have a tendency to jump into shit way too quickly, which is almost always going to lead to bullshit and disappointment. And especially when it's too much too soon. And usually fucking with them is too much too soon. Remember that the Libra sign is all about balance though. So that's what they're looking for most in a partner. Somebody with whom to be the sum of all their parts together instead of two separate individuals. They want to know how they come together and make a power team. Yeah. Venus and Libra is looking to make a power couple. And, what makes it even better for them is if they ever press their partner, it's only because they see room for improvement that will improve shit for both of them. So if they come at you ever being pressing because they're not pressing people, you might want to pay attention because they feel like it's something that's going to be beneficial for the whole partnership. And heating things up. Similar to Mars in Libra, but even more so, Libra Venus people are able to unlock the sexual passions of others with just a small bite of their lips or a sly, sexy smile. Or, when they go to talking, they're going to turn motherfuckers on with them sweet nothings they be whispering, for those that are uninitiated. In the bedroom, they're going to please your senses like none other. And the environment will probably be the epitome of romantic. This is like Romeo and Juliet. High sex on the patio to make her sweat. I'm just playing, but for real though, man. For real though. All in all though, This is one of the most auspicious placements there is. And it usually manifests exquisitely in a motherfucker that is flyer than a falcon. And they know that shit. They know that shit. They excel at putting others at ease, and people really enjoy being around them. They're pleasant. They're pleasant. As long as they're balanced, they're going to be the most pleasant people are to deal with in the whole entire universe. But if them scales tip, it results in a motherfucker that don't know what the fuck they want, or even how the fuck they want to figure out what the fuck it is that they want. And yeah. And my advice for those of y'all that's blessed with this placement is to keep your pretty ass off my motherfucking timeline before you get yourself in trouble. I'm just playing. But look, y'all, you gotta stop jumping into these motherfucking relationships so fast without knowing who the fuck you're dealing with initially. At least to a certain extent, y'all. That balance that you're seeking in these selfish ass motherfuckers, it needs to be shot within self. You hear me? It needs to be shot within self. And once you find balance within yourself, and you build a healthy relationship with self, everything else in your life will probably reflect it. Just think about that. Hey, man. There's been some priceless knowledge of self, man. It don't matter what the fuck you got going on. It don't matter if you're indecisive Venus in Libra, or motherfucking aggressive Venus in Aries, or, a charming Venus in Leo like myself. You'll be alright. Because just because you build like that, it don't mean you have to build like that. So do what the fuck you got to do to make some positive changes in your life. If you're interested in the astrological readings whatsoever, hey man, either hit me up in the comments below or email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. And that's in Western or Vedic or numerology. Because, I'm cool with it. I'm cold with it. Pardon me. And last but not least, man, if you fooling with me at all, if you learn something fucking with me, hit that like button, man. Share these videos. Share my channel. Subscribe. Go join my Facebook group, Priceless Knowledge of Self, because I'm here to help you, man. And even if you didn't fuck with it a lot, or you just run, but it was alright, hit that like button. Share this bitch so I can get along to help somebody else that really is looking for it. Because that's what I'm about. Because helping y'all is my muse and my encouragement to grow. Okay? Just say, man. Until tomorrow, keep it real, man. Because you already know that's what the fuck I'm going to do. Holla at y'all. Holla at y'all.